Hey guys, welcome to Shawn Linton Talk Show. I'm your host, Dr. Linton. I just got a quick video that I'll just upload in, and I just want to say that it is not a crime to be private. You know, there are times people are different, and we're living in a very diverse society, and some people are, some people talk everything. Some people say just to their family. Some people say they just to their friends. Some people say everything to anybody. But I just want to say that oftentimes we people who are private can be mistaken for a lot of stuff and then can be abused. But I just would like to encourage those people who are private. If you're a private person and you share things between yourself, your family, God, and I think that is acceptable and that is okay. You're a private person because you're private. There isn't anything wrong with that, and you yourself should not be ashamed or even feel that you are obligated to change because of anybody, because that is a choice, and a choice is what we choices in life is what we do, you know. And being private, it is, I believe that is a right of a human being. Most people who are private are people that are intelligent, who have got lots to do, and who just don't like to talk their business. You know, there's a saying that used to go in Jamaica, it's called business. The greatest business is to mind your own business. Now, if you think here's something about somebody you need to ask, then you ask the person. But not because somebody doesn't say everything about them, you don't have to, unless it is something pertaining to you. Business, and you know, that is a whole code of moral ethics, and it's just being different. You know, that doesn't mean definitely that a person is mentally mad or the person is sick or different or in any way, you know, a stranger from the normal code that society governs, function by. You know, it is diversity, and diversity comes in many. It comes in race, colors, nationality, personality, sociology, or the social dynamics, or the, as I said before, people are different, and it is we should respect and honor diversity. Diversity comes not to show up. It's got nothing to do with the other person. Is with the person, with the individual. Respecting individuality is accepting diversity. The only way one accept diversity is when one accept individuality. When you accept individuality as individuality is, by honoring the person, by realizing that is the person, give them the space. Because as I said to you before, people are different. People don't like, not everybody like people knowing their business, and it's not that they got anything to hide. Being private is still fashionable. Being private is a key. So I just want to encourage anyone out there that is private, as long as you don't seek other people's business. If I can use myself for an example, I'm private. I don't need to know people's business, and I don't care about other people's business. I'm a private person, and I keep myself to myself. And when it's time for me to give myself to people in whatever capacity that I do, whether it is in my teaching capacity, empowerment capacity, or in working in the public in whatever form, I give full. When I am in my private quarters, then I enjoy that. If I'm with my family, then I go full. If I'm with my mates, my friends, I go full. That is just how it goes. That is me. I don't seek to go overboard in wanting to know other people's business. Even if a good friend of mine want to tell me something, if they're not ready, I respect that bit. And when they are ready, then they can tell me. Because that's not what is important. What is important is that the individual is okay. That's what is important. If you find yourself concerned about somebody too much, then that may be a psychological obsession with you, not the person. All you want to know that the person is fine. And as long as the person is fine, move on your way. If you fail to move on, then I have got to say that there is something wrong with you. There is something that is missing in your an obsession. You know, it could be some sort of obsession. So that is what you've got to deal with. And I would like to encourage anyone out there that is private, that is not wrong. That is fine. Don't think you're strange. Don't think you are foolish. Don't think you are something is wrong with you. You're private as long as it doesn't hurt anybody. When you're hurting somebody, then you need to stop it. You're wrong. And if you break the law of the land, then you've got to pay the price. But other than that, I would like to encourage you to let you know that being private and living your life privately, there is nothing wrong with that. There's something that is family business. There is something that is between you and God. There is something that is between, if you're a manager, if you're a director, if you are police, there's some information that is coded depending on the category of the case. You govern your life with that strict administration, and that is a life with discipline, with routine. That's a life with integrity, and you're moving to a good, constructive, and sober, moral, standing person, upstanding person, and you move on. There is nothing wrong with that. You've got to develop mental strength against anything that wants you to change to be who you're not. Don't try to fit in. Set the trend. Don't try to keep up with every trend that is out there. Be your own individual person. Be your own you. Be comfortable with you and stop matching up and meeting up. If you're a private person, then that's that. Let your voice be heard. Let your individuality spirit speak, because that's who you are. What people need to know is that you are fine. And if you are fine, then listen, there is nothing to worry about, because you are fine, you are okay, and everything is okay. So what I want to promote today, private, private, private. If you are private, that is okay. There is not a crime, there's not a law. We are here to catch criminal. We are here to against people who violate people's right and people who go against the moral code of conduct or go against the crime of the land. That's what we stand up against. Private people, if you are private, God bless you. Go on with your way and keep on. And if we we work together, I will close this show by saying this poem. I can't remember. I think it's Louise Bennett. Now, if you type her name in, she was a Jamaican government worker. She was very affluent. She was educated here. She did a lot of work for the BBC and went back to Jamaica to do a whole lot of work for the country and for the government. And one of her poems, that she was a writer, and one of the poems that she wrote, she said, "Business, business. The greatest business is to mind your own business." And I know that's a struggle these days for a lot of people, but I just want to encourage my friends out there, and for any people struggling out there, it is fine. Don't ever think twice. You are fine. You're not strange. You're not missing out on nothing. You are okay. Be you, because that is you. That is you. Don't match me up or let anybody match you up to suit anyone else, to be a counterfeit or to be a mass production. Be your own individuality. Be your own authentic self and stand and be counted. Being private, keeping your business private and clean and okay, and not being a con artist or anything in between that is against or trying to know people's business but no one can know yours. As long as you're fair, you're just, you're clean, you're upright, you're upstanding, you're full of light and you're full of goodness. That's what it is. You're private, not because of any other reason, but for the fact that's just who you are. That's okay. That's okay. My friends, take care. Being private is fine. It's not a crime. Take care.